Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. And welcome to another edition. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with another edition of LeBron James Fans Say Weird Things, Part 48. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We are on Part 48, man. Once again, you guys know the deal on this channel. It's all about setting the record straight, stopping the lies, stopping the narratives, stopping them from rewriting history, guys. And that's right, we are on part 48 of LeBron James Fans Say Weird Things, guys. It's been, I don't know, maybe almost a month since I did the last one, part 47. And I told you guys, for the special 50th anniversary, the 50th episode, we are going to do a live. I'm going to go live for the 50th episode. So right now, we are on part 48. And, you know, we'll do part 49 maybe in a couple weeks, and then we will go live for the special 50th anniversary of LeBron James Fans Saying Weird Things, guys. And you guys know what it's about when we do this, man. We're here to educate these fools. We're here to set the record straight, and we're here to laugh at them, not laugh with them. That's what all this is about. These guys continue to cry and moan in my comment section, saying a bunch of weird, same things over and over again. They can never dispute my videos. They can never dispute the facts. I tell you guys the same thing every time, man. So once again, man, I want to thank you guys, everyone across the world, everyone across the states that's been supporting my channel. Like I said, I know you guys enjoy when I do these this playlist. So I'm going to continue to keep doing this for you guys, man. I enjoy doing it also. Like I said, this stuff is funny for me. And like I said, we get to educate these people. And also, like I said, get a good laugh out of some of the comments that they leave on my videos, man. And you guys know what to do. Turn the volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, welcome back to another edition, Part 48, LeBron James Fans Say Weird Things. Now, for a lot of you weird LeBron James fans out there that keep continuing to come to my comment section and crying and moaning about the same things over and over again, I've given you guys, like, the rules, right? I've given you guys, I've laid it out, right? The rules of my channel. If you want to come and comment and say all this weird stuff, there's a couple things that you must follow, all right? A couple of rules that you must follow. Number one, I told you guys, do not be commenting on my subscribers, on my people's comments. Don't be attacking people in my comment section, harassing them, commenting on their comments like a weirdo. They're not here to go back and forth with you weirdos. I'm here for that. So leave the comments on my videos and leave it at that. Don't be harassing people in my comment section, policing my comment section like a bunch of weirdos, man. I'm going to get you up out of here. I told you that. Number two, don't be leaving multiple comments on a single video. If you leave 2, 3, 4, 5 comments 1 minute after each other on the same video, I'm going to get you up out of here because that's just getting weird now. You guys are leaving all these hateful comments talking about, I don't know this, I'm a fool here, I should shut up about this, but you keep leaving comments. I tell you guys all the time, take all those comments and put into one thought and make a video about it. You have all these comments, take all those comments and make a video. Just read all your comments off in the video. That's a video for you right there. Tag me in it, man. Whatever you guys want to do. But I'm going to get you guys up out of here if you start doing that weird stuff. Multiple comments. If you start making a channel with my face on it, or you start having some weird name of your channel that's talking about me, I'm going to get you up out of here, man, because that's just weird. All right? Like I said, this is becoming stalking behavior with some of you guys. Stalking. Like I told you, I got to call the YouTube police up. Insane. You guys are more worried about me than anything else in your own lives. You're making channels with my face. They're changing the names of their channel to some weird names. I mean, like I said, this stuff is just getting out of control, man. So those are the 3 things there. If you don't violate that stuff, you can say whatever you want in the comment section, man. Like I said, you guys are actually helping me with content here. So without further ado, let's get this show on the road. Remember, I write these things down word for word how they wrote it in the comment section, guys. These are LeBron James fans. Remember that. So, like I said, guys, the first comment goes, Bron beat the greatest team ever while leading in all statistical categories. Here we go with the stats. Clearly the greatest finals MVP ever. Second greatest finals MVP ever is Bron in 2013. The most complete basketball player in history. Don't mention Jordan in the same breath as LBJ. Now, that whole entire comment is so delusional, right? And when I read off the channel that left this, you guys understand. The name of this person's channel is LBJ for King for life. You've probably seen this weirdo in the comment section before. LBJ for King for life. I mean, that just says it all right there. I don't even have to say anything else. Just read off the name of the channel that left that comment and it all makes sense. But let's think about what they said here. They used Bron multiple times in this comment because I told you, they know LeBron James personally. If you guys haven't noticed, I always refer to LeBron James as LeBron James. I don't abbreviate his name. I don't hyphenate it. I don't call him nicknames or any of this kind of stuff. I don't know these guys like that. So for me, it's LeBron James. It's like Michael Jordan, as I often mention and refer to him. Now, I know a lot of people use, these abbreviated names and things of that nature, and I have no problem with that. My problem with the LeBron James fans, like I've always told you, is that they always use this because they feel they know him personally. That's their feeling about LeBron James. They think that he cares about them. They think that they know him. They know his bank account. They're always talking about his money, really weird, right? They'll talk about his kids all the time. They talk about his wife. They talk about a lot of weird things, the LeBron James fans. So they think they know him personally. They really do. So that's why I always point that out. But anyway, he says he beat the greatest team ever. When did LeBron James play the greatest team ever or beat the greatest team ever? Because there's no way in hell anyone could ever make an argument that the 2016 Warriors are the greatest team of all time simply because they have 73 wins. Once again, if we think about when they were playing the 2016 season, when the weak Eastern Conference, the Western Conference was so much superior to the East, guys. Let's not act like a lot of these Western Conference teams weren't padding their win totals going against some of these crap teams in the East. Just overall in general, the NBA has gone downhill, right? So if the Warriors are the best team of all time, it's only simply based off of their win record. And like I said, we've all seen that the wins don't necessarily mean anything because they won 73 games because they were chasing the record. Remember, Michael Jordan's Bulls weren't chasing 72 wins necessarily. Now, yes, there was a lot of talk coming around when they started to get to that realm, when they were getting into the high 60s, the mid 60s in wins. People were like, hey, the Bulls might be able to break the record, but they never lost focus. Michael Jordan never allowed the team to lose focus on the ultimate goal, what they were really trying to get, which was a championship. The wins were great, but that was not their goal. They weren't hunting for that. The 2016 Warriors were hunting for that win record, guys. If you remember that season, they were literally gunning for the win record. They were going for those 73 wins. And what ended up happening for them? They ended up getting injuries. They got a guy suspended in the finals. But this person's going to tell you that LeBron James beat the greatest team of all time. Greatest team of all time, 2016 Warriors apparently. Greatest team of all time, even though that 2016 team was down 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. They were down 3-1 in the Western Conference Finals. And Kevin Durant had to choke it up for them to win. They were the same team that was up 3-1 in the finals. And they blew that lead, suspensions, injuries, lack of play. They blew a 3-1 lead. But that's the greatest team of all time because they have 73 wins. Once again, it's the LeBron James fan logic. They're the greatest team of all time because they have the most wins. And they have to do that to promote LeBron James. There's no one in the world that thinks that the 2016 Warriors are the greatest team of all time, except for the LeBron James fans. It's part of the narrative. And once again, they talk about the stats. Oh, he led in all these stats. Also had Kyrie Irving averaging 27 points a game and a bunch of the role players stepping up big time. But his fans never mention his teammates. They love to bring up Michael Jordan's teammates, but I've yet to see a comment where a LeBron James fan bigs up a LeBron teammate as much as they talk about Scottie Pippen or Dennis Rodman or Tony Kukoc, Sharon Harper, Steve Kerr, any of these freaking guys. They never bring up Richard Jefferson, who stepped in for a concussed Kevin Love in Game 3. They won't bring him up. They won't bring up Iman Shumpert or J.R. Smith's heroics in the coming out of the halftime in Game 7. In his overall play. They won't talk about Tristan Thompson, his dominance on the offensive boards. But they'll tell you about Dennis Rodman's dominance on the offensive boards in an NBA Finals that they weren't even born or allowed to see. But they won't talk about Tristan Thompson and the help that he had in that finals. Won't talk about Draymond Green's suspension, right? They won't talk about any of this stuff for the guys that came in and contributed to that championship run, to that team. It's LeBron James leading in all stats. Because LeBron James dominates the basketball. He controls his stats. But when you watch the actual game, the impact, there were a lot of guys doing a lot of things out there, man, to help and cover for LeBron James. Like I said, like Kyrie Irving, outplaying Steph Curry. But he's the greatest MVP, Finals MVP of all time. And the second greatest Finals MVP of all time is the 2013 LeBron James, where he was saved by Ray Allen, literally saved by Ray Allen. That's the second greatest Finals MVP of all time. You see the delusion of LeBron James fans? Weirdos, man. That's why this guy's, like I said, man, it's probably like a 20-year-old person, some kid, that don't know anything. Like I said, it ain't a grown man, it ain't a grown-up, ain't an adult that's writing this stuff, that has a channel, LBJ for King for Life. How old do you think that person is? Never played sports a day in their life. All they do is watch the highlights and they look at Basketball Reference, listening to Nick Wright and Kendrick Perkins in the background. This is why you have this lame comment like this. The most complete basketball player in history. We just went over this in the video I just did yesterday, right? We all understand LeBron James is not the most complete basketball player of all time. He's not even the most complete small forward of all time. He's not the greatest at any one aspect as far as small forwards go in NBA's history. There's not one aspect that you can say LeBron James is the greatest at that position. Just not. It's the way it is. Don't mention Jordan the same breath as LBJ. That's laughable to me. Laughable. This is what we've been saying. Don't mention LeBron James in the same breath as Michael Jordan. Once again, LeBron James wearing Michael Jordan's number, man. Remember that. You're wearing Michael Jordan's sneakers while you're leaving this comment. Weirdo. That's the first one, though. Let's go to the next comment here. Now, this was, once again, multiple comments on one video. This person said, this is the same person. This is multiple comments. Another hate channel must be by Carlos Boozer with a bunch of crying, laughing emojis and clown face emojis. The LeBron James fans, these kids, they love to end their comments with the crying, laughing emojis and the clown emojis all the time because they're laughing at their own jokes. Only LeBron James fans do this weird stuff. They love to laugh at their own jokes when they say nothing funny. They say nothing witty. They didn't educate me here. They didn't set the record straight on me. They didn't correct me at all. They didn't dispute anything I said. They just said another hate channel by Carlos Boozer. So I look like Carlos Boozer, I guess. Must be by Carlos Boozer what they said. I don't know if they're trying to say I look like Carlos Boozer or Carlos Boozer's a hater of LeBron. I don't even know where that goes. Once again, Carlos Boozer, another person that played with LeBron James that was actually a solid player that gets no love or respect because he played with LeBron James, man. But it's funny, that same Carlos Boozer, when he played with Darren Williams in the Utah Jazz, they became a pretty good team. Weren't the Utah Jazz a pretty good team in the Western Conference for a couple of years there? But when Carlos Boozer was playing LeBron James, he's just another guy that LeBron James was playing with that was a bum, apparently. But that's the hate channel. Once again, they use the word hate. No hate here. There's no respect here from LeBron. If you're looking for me to show you some respect for show respect to LeBron James, once again, you're on the wrong channel. Because I've been keeping it real since day one about LeBron James and the lack of respect that I have for his overall career and for him as a grown man, as a true professional. No respect here. Ain't no hate. Then they leave another comment in the same video, and it says this. Timu Omari Hardwick hating with a bunch of crying, laughing emojis again. So now I'm Timu Omari Hardwick. And I've seen that guy. I know who Omari Hardwick is. I don't really think I look like him. Maybe brown people all look the same to some of these people. I don't know. But I don't really look like that dude. I mean, he has hair still. I don't even have hair like that. So once again, but I don't think that we look like that much alike. But I'm Timu Omari Hardwick now. That's the comment. It has nothing to do with the actual video or to disputing what I said. Let's just make fun of the way I look or whatever the case may be. I'm Carlos Boozer. I'm Omari Hardwick. And I'm just hating. You see they use the word hating there. Timu Omari Hardwick hating, another hate channel. That's all you guys say. No respect here for LeBron James. I've never hated on LeBron James once. I've never lied about LeBron James. I've never made up stories to do a video about LeBron James. Never once. That would be hating, not hating on LeBron James. I'm giving the facts about LeBron James. Once again, I'm setting the record straight and stopping the lies and narratives about LeBron James. You guys can't deal with this, man, and you can't dispute it. This is why you say this. Now, let's go to these next couple comments here. These are a little bit longer. I really don't like writing the long ones. I got to write all this stuff down. I'm not really a big fan of this crap, man. But let's go to the next one here. MJ stands. I love when they say MJ stands. Like, they really think that sounds cool or that's like really digging at us. That ain't nothing worse than bronze sexuals. What I've seen out here as far as LeBron James fans, you weirdos, MJ stands, that's all y'all got, man? It's pretty lame, guys. That's pretty weak, man, because ain't nothing gonna top bronze sexuals, man. Y'all some weirdos out here. You LeBron James fan club members. MJ stands talking about a fake ring, question mark. When MJ's Bulls was the only, in capital, only was in all capital, only super team in the 90s. You see what we doing now? This is what we doing now. Can't make this SHI up. Bronze one ring with the Cavs. Bron, because they know him like that. Bronze one ring with the Cavs. One ring, like he said, one ring with the Cavs is worth more than every cheap ring MJ got. Facts. So he just said facts on his own comment. You see how lame these dudes are? He said facts after his own comment. Facts is something that usually people respond. Like I might say something in a video or I might make a video. Somebody might respond to the comment section. All facts. All facts. Somebody might leave a comment in the comment section and somebody responds, facts. This dude decided to do that to himself. So he left a comment and followed his comment up with facts. He just said facts. So everything he said is facts. Let's go through this now, shall we? MJ stands, laughable. Once again, what is an MJ stand? You guys sound ridiculous. Trying to come up with something that's hurting our feelings or making the MJ fans out here look ridiculous. I don't understand that. There's nothing that's going to top the bronze sexuals, man. You the Barbie doll guys. You the dress wearers, right? You the sensitive people, right? You're the feminines. Come on, man. You guys can't top that. It's just made perfectly. But MJ stands. Anyway. Fake ring, talking about a fake ring. So I was talking about how the bubble ring, no one really counts. And I've told you, I don't respect any of LeBron James' championships. Zero respect from any of his championships. All of his championships came on a super team that he put together. My man Mick Zuggins came through the live on Sunday and explained to you the super teams, right? They talked to you about the clutch teams, how they put these teams together, and the contracts, and how LeBron James finagles the teams for money, and how he signs these 3+1s, and the options, and all this stuff. LeBron James been calling people up, figuring out teams, moving pieces here and there, controlling franchises, trying to, once again, bully these franchises. The Miami Heat weren't trying to hear that, and LeBron James left. So he started talking about MJ's Bulls were the only super team in the 90s. So once again, here we go. Michael Jordan played for a super team. Now, never ever heard this before. Michael Jordan played on super teams. I went over this, right? We talked about the difference because Michael Jordan made his team super. They're super because of Michael Jordan. They're not super because he had to call up all these people and get all these trades and free agents. They love to bring up Dennis Rodman. But the same people keep telling me that Dennis Rodman and the Pistons were old in 91. So how the hell do you guys keep bringing up Dennis Rodman in 96? If he's old in 91, that means he's geriatric in 96. But this is the mindset of LeBron James fans. That's why they expose themselves. Right? They try to diss Michael Jordan for beating them in 91, but then they try to use Dennis Rodman to lift up Michael Jordan in 96. You guys are contradicting yourselves left and right. They have no clue what they're talking about. So he talks about they're the only one with a super team. Michael Jordan never played in a super team, guys. Never did. Once again, Dennis Rodman was not even the first guy or the top player on the Bulls list, guys. Right? Phil Jackson was talking about this, man. They talked about this. Dennis Rodman was not the first free agent on their list of free agents of people that they were going to go after. Dennis Rodman wasn't even at the top of that list. He was on the bottom of the list. Remember, Dennis Rodman was on the way out of the league. It wasn't working out for him. San Antonio was having issues. You know what's funny about the Bulls in 96, that they love to bring up Dennis Rodman, these weirdos. They have no energy for Dennis Rodman in 1995. Where was Dennis Rodman in 95 when he played with the league MVP, David Robinson? Where was he? His team, remember, David Robinson, the one that takes all the heat for getting outplayed by Hakeem Olajuwon, and rightfully so, right? Hakeem Olajuwon was schooling David Robinson in the Western Conference Finals in 1995. David Robinson was the MVP that year. Remember, Hakeem Olajuwon took it personal. But where was Dennis Rodman? Dennis Rodman was on that team with Sean Elliott and David Robinson, a very good Spurs team. Did Dennis Rodman make them a super team? Did he take them to the championship? Did he win a Finals MVP, Dennis Rodman? Did he lead the San Antonio Spurs anywhere, playing alongside prime David Robinson? No, he did not. All right? Dennis Rodman was a good player, man. But let's be real here. Michael Jordan on the Bulls, the leadership of Michael Jordan with Dennis Rodman, that's why it worked, guys. It didn't work in San Antonio, even though he played with talent in San Antonio. It's Michael Jordan. Where were the Bulls in 1995? Where were they in 95, guys? When Scottie Pippen was pointing to his sneakers asking Michael Jordan to come back, where were they in 95? They were struggling. They were minding mediocrity. Michael Jordan come back and save Pippen and the Bulls and get them into the playoffs. Where was Phil Jackson? Where were all these guys? They were struggling that year without Michael Jordan. Everybody let's talk about 94. But where were they in 95? Where were they in 95? Right? They didn't have Horace Grant. All of a sudden now, the Bulls weren't looking too good. They're struggling without Michael Jordan. He came back and saved them, brought them into the playoffs. My Mike Jordan, only player on a super team. No one played in a super team in the 90s. Guys didn't build super teams in the 90s. If Michael Jordan was really playing on a super team, then he would have been okay with them trading Scottie Pippen away, getting guys like Sean Kemp. He would have tried to get someone like a Charles Barkley or a Patrick Ewing or Reggie Miller, right? He would have tried to get someone like a John Stockton. He would have tried to get one of these top players, like Kevin Johnson, any one of these guys during that time in the 90s. But he never did that. Never tried to get one of these guys, Brad Daugherty or Mark Price. Did he ever try to team with them? He played with Brad Daugherty in college. Did they ever try to jump on the Cavaliers that they were beating them all the time in the late 80s? No, Michael Jordan stayed in his team. Did his thing. No super teams here. And then he says the one ring on LeBron James on the Cavs worth more than MJ's rings. That's hilarious to me. So LeBron James, one ring that he had to have a super team to do, once again, and he had to beat an injured Golden State Warriors team that really shouldn't even been there. They were down 3 games and won the Western Conference Finals. We're supposed to be impressed with that one ring that LeBron James got. That's more impressive than 2 3-peats. You see what LeBron James fans do? They downplay Michael Jordan's 3-peats. They just act like Michael Jordan won random championships. The man got 2 3-peats, man. Don't get it twisted. And that first 3-peat Chicago Bulls team, LeBron James couldn't win 1 championship with that team. Not 1 championship, having to develop guys like Scottie Pippen, the Horace Grants, the B.J. Armstrongs, playing with guys like John Paxson and Bill Cartwright in your starting lineup. Imagine LeBron James fans reading off that lineup. They would be mocking them. Michael Divick, LeBron James did a 3-peat with Scottie Pippen, Horace Grant, Paxson, Bill Cartwright, and the bench of Livingston, right? Craig Hodges, B.J. Armstrong, Will Perdue, Stacey King. They don't even know these guys. Once again, but they love to big up Scottie Pippen because he was so amazing. Michael Jordan's championships, his 2 3-peats. LeBron James can't sniff those. Can't sniff any of them. 1 LeBron James championship on the Cavs. 1 that he came back to. He had to come back with Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving there. He couldn't just come there by himself. He had to leave, come back, and then he left y'all again in Cleveland. What a loser. Let's go to the next comment here. It says, fun fact, Scottie Pippen has more playoff series victories without Michael Jordan than Michael Jordan has playoff series victories without Scottie Pippen. Now, this one's hilarious to me because this is a classic LeBron James fan weirdo statement. Once again, you guys were more worried about Scottie Pippen. You guys will never give LeBron James teammates any credit. You guys never big up Kyrie Irving. Never big up Dwayne Wade. Never give Chris Bosh his just due. You never shout out Ray Allen for saving LeBron James, but you keep telling us Paxson saved Michael Jordan or Steve Kerr saved Michael Jordan. You got no energy for Anthony Davis. No energy for Luka Doncic. Right? You have no energy for any of these guys. The Kyrie Irvings, the Kevin Loves. None of these guys you have energy for. You bring up Scottie Pippen, and he says, fun fact. Fun fact. Fun fact, Dwayne Wade had a championship before LeBron James and a Finals MVP. Before LeBron James, a fun fact for you guys. Fun fact, LeBron James had to join that man to win his first championship. Isn't that a fun fact? Fun fact that LeBron James never developed a winning culture for any franchise he played for. Never did. As a fun fact, right? LeBron James had to form super teams everywhere he went. Fun fact that LeBron James hasn't won an MVP in his 30s. Fun fact that LeBron James never made an all-defensive team in his 30s. Those are fun facts. Fun fact about Scottie Pippen is he played in 6 NBA Finals alongside Michael Jordan. 6 NBA Finals, guys. I think it was like, what, 35 games or something like that they played together in the NBA Finals, if I'm not mistaken. Something like that. All those games, 6 Finals appearances for Scottie Pippen. Fun fact, he doesn't have 1 single Finals MVP. Fun fact, and I don't want to hear no excuses once again, because we've seen other great players play alongside other great players, and they've won Finals MVPs. James Worthy won a Finals MVP playing alongside Magic Johnson and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. But somehow, some way, James Worthy was able to capture a Finals MVP. Scottie Pippen never did that. Joe Dumars was able to capture a Finals MVP playing alongside Isaiah Thomas, Dennis Rodman. As a matter of fact, that was the first championship the Pistons won. Joe Dumars was a Finals MVP, not Isaiah Thomas, guys. So Joe Dumars was able to capture Finals MVP in only 2 NBA Finals, but once again, in 2 Finals wins, but Scottie Pippen in 6 Finals wins couldn't capture 1, right? We saw Chauncey Billups win a Finals MVP over guys like Ben Wallace during that championship, right? We seen Tony Parker win a Finals MVP playing alongside Tim Duncan for a championship, right? Scottie Pippen, no Finals MVP. That's a fun fact right there for you, right? And we've seen many players. Right? We saw Cedric Maxwell win a Finals MVP playing alongside Larry Bird. Right? We've seen players do this, guys. Great players. Right? Andre Iguodala won a Finals MVP playing alongside Steph Curry. Scottie Pippen couldn't get in that Finals MVP playing alongside Michael Jordan because he was never that dude. That's a fun fact for you, my man, right there. Fun fact, the Chicago Bulls with Michael Jordan on the team, on the roster, never lost 3 games in a row from 1990 to 1998. Michael Jordan retired after the 1993 season. And in the first 10 games of that season, without Michael Jordan, the Bulls had 2 3-game losing streaks. 2 in the first 10 games without Michael Jordan, but they didn't lose 3 games in a row for an entire, basically, decade, 90 to 98. That's a fun fact for you right there. Fun fact, Michael Jordan's the only player in NBA's history to lead his team to a championship while only having one other player in double figures for an entire postseason run. Michael Jordan, the only person to do that, guys. Insane. Once again, Michael Jordan, the oldest player, or to lead a team. Michael Jordan, the only player to lead the oldest team to an NBA championship. Michael Jordan led that team. The Chicago Bulls in '98, oldest team to win the championship. Michael Jordan led them there. Scottie Pippen missed half the season. Scottie Pippen missed half the damn finals. Out there limping around, stumbling around the finals. Michael Jordan led these guys. This guy's talking about playoff series wins. How many NBA finals did Scottie Pippen win without Michael Jordan? So you lowered the standard. You lowered the bar. You're talking about playoff series victories without Michael Jordan? What does that mean? That means nothing. What did Scottie Pippen get? He got nothing without Michael Jordan. Literally nothing without Michael Jordan. But you're talking about playoff series victories. Stop it. Now let's go to the last one here. This is hilarious to me. This one's straight hilarious. I know this video's going long. You guys know these always go long. You guys hate decency because LeBron is the most class personified person you'll ever find in this world. That's how it is, guys. It continues. It gets worse. Y'all the problem. Y'all parents and kids cuss like sailors, but has a problem with LeBron, a grown-ass man that does a plethora of positive things for a lot of people. Stop the hate, guys, is showing, stop the hate. You guys is showing female sassiness from you dudes claim you're calling him out. I don't even understand that's English at the end there, but that's how it was written to me. Stop the hate, guys is showing female sassiness from you dudes claim you're calling him out. Did anyone understand what that means? Once again, I told you I write these things word for word, and sometimes these people are so emotional in the comments, they're not even proofreading what they're writing, and they're so emotional. They got to write a comment. They get crazy. It doesn't make any sense. Now let's go back here. This person literally said, you guys hate decency. Decency. This is what they wrote. Because LeBron is the most class personified person y'all ever find in this world. So LeBron James is the most class personified person that you'll ever meet and find in this world. So like I said, this is what I'm talking to you guys about when I say the principles and values that you stand on, right? This person thinks that LeBron James is class personified. And this came on the video about LeBron James having no class. I said LeBron James is classless. The way he speaks, everything is cursing all the time. And he sent out a tweet about Halliburton getting hurt, and he's cursing in the tweet for no reason. This is a classless from LeBron James. He doesn't have class like that. This guy's on a podcast, he's cursing for no reason. He's in an interview, he's cursing for no reason. Right? Like I told you, there's a lot of things that LeBron James has done that's not honorable, that has no integrity, lacks integrity, and shows that he's classless, which is why he hasn't earned the respect. But this person thinks he's the most class personified person that you'll find in this world. That's pretty sad. The world that you're living in, the small world that you're in, you need to get out of that box, man. Because if you think LeBron James is the most class personified person in the world, like I said, that's really sad, man. That's the only world that you know. Because LeBron James has zero class. He just doesn't. I mean, listen, I'm not lying about this. I'm not making this stuff up about LeBron James. He has zero class. Think about the way LeBron James acts. He's not honorable. Walking off the court early, it's not honorable, man. It's classless move from LeBron James. It lacks sportsmanship, right? The way you hear LeBron James speak, that's classless, the way that he talks. I mean, my goodness, I don't have no other way to put this. He's a class individual, the way the comments that he makes. He talks about other eras. He talks about other players, right? He'll like tweets when they're tearing down his teammates. Oh, LeBron James played with bums. LeBron James will like that comment. Classless. LeBron James has his wife come on stage, call him the GOAT. Classless. LeBron James walks into a party with 2 GOATs. Classless. There's no class there for you always pumping yourself up. Oh, that one right there made me the greatest of all time. That's a classless statement, man. But these guys don't seem to understand this. LeBron James lacking class. When LeBron James is playing the game and he's flopping all over the court, classless, man. It's not honorable right there, man. Right? LeBron James out here trying to fake calls. When LeBron James laying on the floor and he's doing the peekaboo, is that an honorable thing from LeBron James? Classless move from LeBron James out there milking it, out there playing the game. He's acting, man. He's out here faking injuries, right? That's what LeBron James does. When LeBron James lies, just blatantly lies, he's always lying for no reason. LeBron James lies for no reason. That's when you know you're a pathological liar. You're just lying for no reason. There's no reason to lie. LeBron James lies, right? He told everybody that he knew Kobe Bryant was going to score 80 points. He knew it. Oh, yeah, I knew that, man. He knows everything. The man gets caught reading a Malcolm X book and then lies about it. Classless. That's classless. There's no class there. But this person says the most class personified person you'll meet. Insane, man. Like I said, these are weird LeBron James fans. They have no idea what class is. They don't know. They think that class is literally going to class. That's what they think it is. That's what their mind of class is. I can see in the comments, they have no idea what honor or integrity, none of this stuff means. Then he says this, y'all the problem. A lot of y'all's here. He said, y'all the problem. Y'all parents and kids. So parents and kids. He said, y'all parents and kids cuss like sailors. I don't even know what you're talking about. I have over 3,000 videos on this channel. I may have cursed 4 or 5 times in all these videos, guys. May have. You guys know the facts, man. I don't curse on this channel. So what the hell is this person talking about? Y'all parents and kids. I'm a parent. I'm not a kid. I don't curse. My kids do not curse. I do not allow my kids to curse. Not in the home. Whatever they do at school when they're around their friends, that's on them. But they know in the house that we don't play that game. I don't play that game. That's the way that I was raised. I couldn't even say shut up in my house when I was growing up. If I ever told my brother to shut up or something, my dad would look at me like I was crazy, man. And once again, I might get slapped in the back of the head. But that's how I was raised, man. I told you my mother grew up in Catholic schools, man. So there was no bad, foul language being used in my home. I've never even heard my mother curse before. All right, my mother's 67 years old. I've never heard her curse once in her life. All right, once again, I've heard my dad say plenty of curses directed at me also. But once again, I don't condone these kinds of things. So I don't even know what you're talking about. LeBron James curse all over the place. That's the point I was making. So for you to try to turn this around as y'all the problem. No, LeBron James the problem. He's 40 years old. He's the role model. He's the face of the league. He's the one that got people looking up to him. People like you looking up to this fool. And this dude curses for no reason. Just cursing and cursing. I told you, I have no problem with cursing in general. Like I said, I'm not saying I'm above cursing. I've never cursed a day in my life. But there's certain times that you should be cursing. Or certain times that it's allowable. Or it makes sense. And then sometimes you're like, why are you cursing now? If you're at a funeral and you're speaking at someone's funeral, a wake or something, are you going to curse in a wake scenario? Or are you going to just curse at some kind of scenario? If you're presenting an award or something at some like banquet or something, are you going to be cursing in that forum? No, there's certain avenues, there's certain forums that cursing is allowable, that it's accepted. And there are others that it's not. For LeBron James to be on a podcast, for LeBron James to be in a post-game interview, for LeBron James just to be talking and cursing all the time, it's classless. It doesn't make sense. It's weird. He says, we cuss like sailors. I was a sailor. I was in the U.S. Navy for 4 years. That's why I tell you guys, I could easily be out here cursing like crazy. We cursed a lot when I was in the military. It's called sailor mouth, right? But this person out here talking about parents and kids cussing. I don't even know where this guy's going with this. But as a problem with LeBron, a grown-ass man, LeBron James is not a grown-ass man. You guys keep saying LeBron James is a grown man. He's not a grown man. He doesn't carry himself like a grown man. I don't know the way to explain this to you guys. You're not grown men if you're not understanding what the hell I'm talking about. And if you think LeBron James is a grown man, you're not a grown man. You've never been around a grown man. You haven't seen a grown man before. You're not paying attention to the grown men that are around you. You're not. Because LeBron James ain't that dude. He ain't a grown man. All right? Stop the hate showing female sassiness. Female sassiness coming from a LeBron James fan who supports LeBron James. A guy who carries man purses around. Wears short suits, wears lip gloss, tight pants. I mean, LeBron James is a female. He is sassy. You guys are soft, feminine fools, weirdos, clowns. It's LeBron James' fan base because LeBron James is soft and feminine. But you out here talking about female sassiness. You guys are the one with the emotions. You guys respond emotionally. You wrote all of that nonsense. Emotions, man. Because you guys are females. You're not grown men. That's why you guys stand on nothing and you hold LeBron James to nothing. So as you guys can see, I know this video rambled on. It went kind of long. Same thing as always, guys. LeBron James fans say weird things, part 48. A bunch of weird statements from a bunch of weird people. No one said anything factual. We got a fun fact from Scottie Pippen fan, right? He's won more playoff series without Michael Jordan than Michael Jordan won without him. They didn't talk about the finals. They didn't talk about Scottie Pippen winning any finals without Michael Jordan, did they? They won't talk about how many times Scottie Pippen scored under 10 points in the NBA Finals alongside Michael Jordan. Scottie Pippen scored more times under 10 than he did above 30 in the finals, guys, alongside Michael Jordan. There's a lot of fun facts that these people don't know about Scottie Pippen, man, but he's always talking about playoff series wins without Michael Jordan. He won't talk about championships. You see what I'm saying? Weird things that these people say. They love to bring up Scottie Pippen. That's their go-to because, once again, Michael Jordan's not allowed to have any help. He can't have any help in his career. Bill Russell could have all his help. Will Chamberlain could play with great players. All right, Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar could play. Kobe could play with great players. Tim Duncan could play with great teammates. LeBron James could have all these teammates. Let's just focus on Michael Jordan, right? Because Dr. J didn't play with Moses Malone, right? No one played with great players throughout their career. Only Michael Jordan did. He's the only great player that had any kind of help. Michael Jordan is the only player to bring his help up like that. No other great player can say that they molded and brought their teammate up like that. Michael Jordan's the only guy that can say that he had direct, hands-on, direct responsibility for the development of a Scottie Pippen. The same Scottie Pippen that came in and said that he didn't take the first couple years in the NBA serious. That's what he said. Michael Jordan had to win with that dude. Soft-ass Scottie Pippen. But these people out here talking, speaking up for Scottie Pippen, have no energy for LeBron James' teammates. Still, all these years later, man, they'll never talk about LeBron James. And, you know, I'm just hating. I'm a hate channel again, man. You're hating on LeBron James, just a hater. Now, I get the facts, man. You guys know the deal on this channel, man. Shout out to everybody in the membership. Like I said, shout out to all you guys out there that continue to support my channel, man. It really means a lot, man. You guys know the deal. I'll catch you guys on the next one.